In today's video, my friends, we're taking a look at the Formovie Theatre Premium against the XGIMI Aura 2. They're a similar price projector, but which one is right for you? We'll show them side by side and head to head. Let's get started. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. Now, these may be the two projectors that you're considering because they're very similar in terms of specs, but they're also very similar in terms of price. And they're both fantastic, but you know that you can only choose one. A little bit like going to your favourite restaurant and two of your favourite dishes are there, but you can only have one meal. But which one will you go for? Well, both of these have similar specs and similar price points. In fact, the Formovie Theatre is just slightly more expensive at the time of making this video. However, these can be subject to change. The design of these projectors, again, is very similar. They're very sleek, and they've got great throw ratios. The connections on the back also very similar. 3 HDMI, one of these being an HDMI eARC. They both have optical audio and they both have a LAN port, which again is a nice touch. Remote controls on both of these projectors are okay. There's shortcut buttons on the Formovie, but it is a little bit plasticky. And with the XGIMI, it is metallic and so therefore feels a little bit more premium, but neither of these are backlit, which is a shame. Design-wise, I think the XGIMI does edge it. It looks absolutely stunning, and especially when you close it and that dust cover shuts. However, some people might say that that could potentially cause a problem in the future. With the Formovie, I love the sleek straight lines. I think it looks really sharp. It's definitely very good. But how are these head to head? Well, here they are. The XGIMI is on the right and the Formovie Theatre Premium is on the left. Now, the first thing to notice straight away is that the XGIMI definitely just seemed to have a little bit more detail. And if you're in a daylit room, then you'll notice the extra brightness. It's only 100 ISO lumens, but it is definitely noticeable. However, I do like the way the Formovie Theatre Premium handles the darker scenes, and when I come on to some in a second, you'll see that the shadow detail seems to be a little bit better on the Formovie. With the XGIMI, you do need to dial back some of the colours. In some scenes it seemed a little bit too blue and a little bit too green, but that's very easy just to knock those down just a touch. Whereas on the Formovie, in some scenes it just seemed a little bit duller compared to the XGIMI side by side. Now, when I was filming at night and watching this scene back, I definitely noticed that the XGIMI just seemed to be a little bit blacker. However, it did lose more detail in the shadows, so that's probably just down to personal choice which one you would prefer to have the benefit of. I don't think that you're going to get everything from both of these machines, but certainly they both produced the quality. But certainly right across the board, I thought the XGIMI was just that little bit sharper. Now, this is a really great scene to show you how great these projectors are. In plenty of videos that I've done on other projectors, they've struggled handling the sharpness of the water and the bright lights of the lettering, and then comparing that to the darker scene behind, where both of these projectors did a really, really good job. In fact, with all of these scenes where it's brightly lit against the contrast of darkness, they both did brilliantly. In this scene, it gives you a good idea where the XGIMI is just slightly oversaturated on the greens. But again, this is an easy problem to solve. You just need to dial it back again. But if you were buying this straight out of the box, that's something that you would probably want to do. But again, both of these projectors just look absolutely fantastic. Have you got a favourite yet? Let me know in the comments. In this scene, I think that the XGIMI certainly looks more vibrant, whereas the other one probably maybe looks more realistic. For me, an often overlooked feature is throw ratio. This is how close you can have the projector to the wall and still produce a big image. Both of these have got great, fantastically low throw ratios. The XGIMI's is 0.17 to 1, and the Formovie's is 0.21 to 1. So you just need to have it slightly further away than the XGIMI to produce the same size image. But believe me, compared to some out there, this is probably 10 or 15 or even 20 centimeters closer to the wall than what they would be. Now, in my full review of the Formovie Theatre Premium, I did say that I felt that it was just a much more cinematic type machine than some of the others that I've seen. I still stand by that. The XGIMI still is brilliant, and I'll show you a scene in a second where it just looks incredible on a movie scene. However, it just seems slightly less so than the Formovie when you're watching a Formovie. This is the XGIMI, and as you can see, it's handling everything brilliantly. There's another nice feature which I like about the XGIMI, XGIMI, and that fact is that it's IMAX enhanced, which means that you get a larger screen size, up to 26% larger, and it's been developed to handle the colouring exactly how the director intended. So those are nice features to have. And other features on the XGIMI Aura are the fact that it's probably a little bit smarter than the Formovie. So it has a feature, for instance, wall colour adaptation, where if you're projecting against a different colour wall, it will scan the wall, measure it, and then change all of the colours to reflect the colour of the wall. And it also has a wall smoothness feature, where it again will take a photograph or analyze the wall that it's projecting against. It will then straighten the image and just iron out any kinks that might be in the wall. Now, I don't think it will do brilliantly if the wall is absolutely terrible, but it certainly worked on this wall that I projected it on. And so therefore, if you are thinking of projecting your projector onto a wall as your main screen, then maybe edge towards the XGIMI. If you're going to be doing it on a screen anyway, then this is probably just a feature which is really irrelevant. Both of these projectors have incredibly sharp lenses, really sharp in all four corners. I don't think you'll have any issues at all. There is manual focus as well, so you can adjust this if your eyes are slightly out, which certainly mine are. This is the Formovie, and if anything, it did look just slightly sharper than the XGIMI, but I don't think that was anything to do with the machine. It was just when I was looking at it. But what it does produce is just an inkiness to the blacks, great colours, and an overall fantastic experience. One other thing that I do like about the Formovie ahead of the XGIMI, and that's the fact that it's got full Google TV. All of your apps are there, you don't need to plug anything else into this, and you can have everything working out of the box, whereas the XGIMI has still got Android TV 11, so you do have to have a workaround for Netflix. I don't think that's really an issue nowadays, because on this type of projector it's very easy to plug a Fire Stick or something like an Apple TV in. When it comes down to a choice between the two though, I think that for me, if I was just having it in a dark room all of the time, then the Formovie Theatre Premium would be the one that I went for. But if I was in a lighter room and having more lights on, an ambient lit room, then I'd probably head towards the XGIMI. But that's my thoughts. What's yours? Which one would you go for? That's it for this video, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'd be really interested to know which you prefer out of these two projectors, and is there any other projectors that you want me to do a side-by-side and head-to-head against? I look forward to seeing you on the next one.